Getting 1% better every day counts for a lot in the long run. James Clear. You might think it's hard to change your life and improve yourself, but massive success doesn't require massive action. Something as simple as being slightly better every day can lead to massive results in the long run. Success is the product of daily habits, not one-time massive transformations. It might not seem like much at the moment, but those tiny improvements will compound and lead you to the success you want. This video will go over a 5-step guide to help you improve yourself every day. Step 1. Figure out the habits you want to build. There's a saying that you are the sum of your habits. Good habits will help build you up so you get the results you want. Good habits often lead to positive physical, emotional, or psychological consequences. They will help boost your overall well-being. Start off by writing down at least 3 good habits you want to build, and then go on to the next step. Step 2. Start building that habit by starting small and then adding on every day. For each habit, ask yourself, what's the smallest possible way to start? For example, if you want to build the habit of meditating, you can start with just 1 minute. That's it. The next day you add more time, like 30 seconds or a minute. In no time, you'll reach your ideal amount of time meditating. From there, you can start to figure out how to improve that habit. You can do things to make starting the habit easier, or you can do things to be more engaged and focused. Let's go through another example. If you want to build the habit of reading, you can start with a few pages. The next day, you can start reading a few more pages, and so on. You get the point. This is so powerful, because once you start doing something, it's easy to continue doing it. You want to start super easy, so it'll lead you down a more productive path. You might be thinking, it's way too easy, and this is nothing to be happy about. This might not be something to pat yourself on the back for, but this is one of the most effective ways to form a new habit. If you can't even master showing up, it's a waste of time to plan all the little details to master a habit. If you tell yourself that you'll start reading for 30 minutes a day out of nowhere, you probably won't do it, even if you come up with some master plan on how to keep the habit. It just seems too challenging, so you wouldn't start, or you just quit after a few days. A habit needs to be established before it can even be improved. Another reason why this is so effective is because it allows you to build multiple habits at once. When dealing with big goals, it's usually a good idea to focus all your attention on one thing at once. Things are different when it comes to building habits using this method. Since you're starting off really small, you can work on multiple habits at once. By building multiple habits at once, you will become the person you want to be faster. Step 3. Figure out the habits you want to get rid of. Becoming a better version of yourself also includes getting rid of bad habits or things that hold you back. Just like how good habits can build you up, bad habits will drag you down. Start by writing down at least 3 bad habits you want to get rid of and go on to the next step. Step 4. Start slowly getting rid of that habit. To do this, you should follow the same logic as building a habit but in reverse. Start slowly doing that habit less and less. There are many habits where you just can't quit and go cold turkey from the very start. It will have some dangerous consequences, especially if you're dependent. For example, if you're dependent on coffee or caffeine, you can't just suddenly quit drinking or you'll start experiencing withdrawal symptoms. Just like how you slowly added more when you're building the habit, you should start slowly decreasing when you're trying to get rid of the habit. Alternatively, you can replace that habit with something else once you know what the trigger for that habit is. For example, if you know that you often check social media on your phone when you're bored, you can replace that habit with something else whenever you feel the trigger. This method is more effective if you can quit the habit without having any huge negative consequences, because as mentioned before, you can't just go cold turkey for certain habits. Step 5. Get an accountability partner. This is a game changer that will help keep you on track. Knowing that someone is watching or judging is a powerful motivator. You will be less likely to skip the habit, because most people care more about showing others they are productive, as opposed to proving to themselves that they are productive. Even if you're someone that doesn't care too much about what others think, it still feels terrible to have to report that you didn't do what you said you would do. It feels like you broke a promise to yourself, and you also broke a promise to that person. You can ask your family or friends to be your accountability partner, and they would be more than happy to help you. If you have no one else to turn to, you can find someone in a self-improvement community to ask. That's pretty much the guide to improving yourself and becoming 1% better every day. If you feel like it's too overwhelming, you can skip steps 3 and 4 for now, and just focus on building good habits. You can go back and start removing bad habits once you feel a lot more confident and you don't have too much on your mind. Have you ever read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits? This video was based off that book, and I highly recommend reading it. By the way, if you feel like you are currently wasting your life away, check out this video shown on the end screen below.